on this family-friendly stream. Geesh.
No, no.
Consuming the skin of the dead, they shall give us sustenance.
Hello, everybody.
How's it going? You ready to solve a mystery
Hello.
with this old dial-up modem?
Oh, right. We were at this part where the game just fucking exploded in complexity.
And the best part
I mean,
is,
the
this
complexity was already pretty apparent, but
when I first got a glimpse of this game, I thought this is one of those games that's going to get easier as we play it, right? And I'm waiting for the twist, and yeah, last night was the twist. Okay.
okay, we had several family photos.
And last night we found out 5 of them, I think it was, on the or 4 of them. Yeah. To that point where even I'm trying to write down everything. But who was Miracle again?
Okay, Miracle was the youngest child of Elias, and he was born like something like 17 years after the previous one. So
He's like Slush.
right.
Okay. Slush Miracle.
I think Slush has said they're like a decade younger than their siblings.
Uh-oh. Oh, that's right.
Hey, Ray.
Hello, Ray.
I thought I'd summoned Slush for a second.
No, they're streaming.
Oh yeah, I know. They're streaming Silent Hill too.
Jonas is drawing salacious thing. Lost track of time.
You could have been in here and also watching Jonas watching Salacious Thing.
Well, I didn't know when this started. I lost track of time.
The usual time, as it were.
That's right. The usual time. Yeah.
Thank you, Tala, for the 19-month subscription.
For the lot of months subscription.
Or the big number that keep going up.
So there's a Slush is trying not to be stuck in the rain with the weight puzzle. Oh. Okay, I know what puzzle that one is.
Oh yeah, I have them pulled up too. They're playing Silent Hill 2.
Still find it criminally underrated that the guy that plays James Sutherland that did not get Actor of the Year. Considering he's a Game of Thrones actor, and I think they're all pretty cool from that series. I just realized you got the Legoshi mod on.
Lauren, so her
Yes,
father
he is.
was the one on the left.
I find it very funny that a lot of the furry streamers, when they're streaming horror games, they use Legoshi like the protagonist. Not that I'm complaining, I just find it very, very amusing. Oh,
My thanks for streaming Jonas message got eaten.
Oh,
Hi,
Jonas
Jonas
is raiding
Raid.
us. It's a
Yes, he is.
raccoon.
It's
We
a
from,
rat pack attack.
we threw him off the seat, and he came back with all these people, party people. And it's a
Rack Pack Raid attack.
Look at all those rolling, swirling raccoons, too.
Well, that's spit.
Look at him, look at him, look at him spin.
And it certainly got my eyes rolling.
That's the lyrics.
Oh, jeez, I was paying attention here. Ooh! Oh, that's right. Just been be right back. On my end, that is.
My notes. I'm playing Blueprints between these sessions, so everything has left my brain.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
You know, Rick, you can be free of blueprints, right? You're not streaming it anymore. You don't have to play it.
No, I don't.
What are you saying, Ray? That's insanity. We haven't figured out all the puzzles yet.
Boxer says, Lurk, time for me to make more progress with digging on my FA notifications. You better, Boxer.
They're still only
It's
at 95%. It's all your fault.
It's you. If you had just cleared out your notifications, FA would have been up already. It's all your fault.
Also, hello, kitten. I saw your post.
Is the audio from the game coming through on Discord?
Yes, it's just a little.
Yes, I think
Okay,
that
now it is.
fact the main volume's at like 10% is your answer.
Yeah, I had to keep turning it down because it was so fucking loud last time. See, that was Lauren's. Uncle Junior would have been Elias Jr. So, is Patsy her actual name? It is not.
She's a patsy?
Probably Patricia, but there's two Patricias here.
Well, maybe you can look up those two Patricias, see if there's anything particular with their names.
I very much doubt it.
Okay.
Boxer, that's still insanity as far as I'm concerned.
3 Rafferties.
All right, now I'm back.
Okay, so all of Lauren's siblings are male. Stuck here with Clark is... So that'd be Clark Rafferty. Yeah. I was outvoted by my brothers. They insisted the 4 of us stand together, so we clumped up in the middle, let everyone filter. Okay, so that one's her.
We have lost the bot.
Already? Wow.
Yes, already.
That's her, and those are her brothers. Okay, so there's also Gwen, who is other woman in the picture. Double check. The only one too good to make an appearance was Gwen. Okay, Gwen was not in the picture. Grandma insisted we include Sam, even if we didn't want to. Okay, that's Miracle when he's older. Yeah, okay. Miracle Jr. Okay, so where's a picture of Gwen gonna be? Carl's the teenager in the middle.
Carl.
Gonna make the reunion, wishing you well from Paris. Gwen and the boys. Okay, that's Gwen. Oh look, the music's getting much louder again.
Yeah, definitely.
Maybe like every time it transitions, it like resets something.
Okay. Looking for Gwen's occupation. Says now she's living the glamorous life. She gets to be in Starlight, tell tales of how she gallivants around the world. Starlight, is that a magazine or a movie? Magazine. Started with the colorization of film and went around until around 1964. It generally was a tabloid with a focus on famous actors and actresses. Okay.
Alder, I love smooth jazz. Like, unironically.
Who's making me
Hans.
hoarse?
Sunshine.
Haas.
Yeah, Haas. Yeah, exactly.
Smooth Hans.
Horns. Rick, if you
Okay,
wanted,
so-
it'd be really easy to make a unicorn list.
You stick a carrot that's taped to their forehead.
Yes.
I was gonna ask, so nobody redeemed Doff, so that means Hans doesn't have any clothes by default. But I'm wondering what Hans would wear.
Like like the jerseys that like horse riders in, what are they
Or
called?
like a jockey outfit?
Yeah, like a
Hmm.
jockey outfit.
Hey. Gwen Roottrees was often in Starlight. Most mentions were
Something
around the
tells
time
me
of her
you would
divorce in
like it.
1958 from Wild Bill Williams.
I'm feeling more of like a beach bum kind of vibe, but like lime green short shorts and a plain white wife beater.
A white beater, if you will.
Okay, Wild Bill Williams is nowhere near his real name. I'm going to focus on
really?
the fact
His real name is not Billy Billy?
Some of it focuses on the fact that when she announced her divorce, she also announced she was pregnant again. Others mentioned that rumor is Wild Bill had multiple affairs, which left her heartbroken. There's also an interview from earlier in the mid-1957 where she was asked about her last name. There's nothing wrong with Cornwall. Okay. So, his last name was actually Cornwall. Linus Cornwall. Of course he changed his name. You can't be in show business with your first name being Linus.
Mm-hmm. Who was it that I saw that I didn't realize their name was actually a show name until recently? Oh, it was Vin Diesel. For some reason, I thought his name was actually just Vin Diesel.
Hate to break it to you, it is not.
Hate to break it to you, his name is actually Mark Sinclair.
Yep.
Not a bad name, but not for a huge guy.
Next, you'll tell me that The Rock's name isn't The Rock.
Okay, but also like Dwayne Johnson also isn't his name. I don't think I can pronounce his actual name.
His name's just Dwayne Johnson.
Hold on.
Rock is from American Samoa, isn't he?
Yeah, he has a native name. That's the one I don't remember how to pronounce.
I mean, I don't think I've ever heard his native name before.
Plan to lean into the alliteration. Okay. I find this box to be very interesting here. Like...
Man, it crashed again.
Oh, well, it did too. Instead, we all got booed off the couch. And we're back.
Yeah, I mean, he is Samoan, like, from his lineage. I've never, ever seen anything that says that his name is anything other than Dwayne Johnson. Dwayne Douglas Johnson.
I was going to say that. Damn. Dwayne DePayne Johnson.
Miller's softly dying more inside. It's not very soft. I'm dying very harsh and jaggedly.
I was gonna say, this isn't a softly dying. This is a die hard moment.
I like that movie.
Great Christmas movie.
Miller losing more feathers each time the block crashes. That reminds me when in Jonas' stream, because he was like, "Oh, maybe next season I'll make like winter coat versions for some of the Roo Croo avatars, and I'm like, Miller's already kind of like winter coat versioned, but I wonder what his summer coat would be like. And Jonas is like, oh yeah, plucked chicken. So just cause me more stress, chat, and I'll get to that plucked chicken version here before soon.
I think he'd be proud that Clark and I are carrying on his name. So they named their son Jacob. No.
Hey, ride with the stream, baby.
Wow, thank you, Rye, for the 9 months. What are you gonna name your baby?
Kind of a kangaroo in here.
The Clanced, pronounced Clanced, Trust is a highly unusual corporate arrangement named after Clancy Edward Rootree, who was Elias's son and the Rootree Candy Company's head lawyer at the time. To put that in there.
Stoker's not even here to appreciate it. Spaceman.
Yes, Rye said he's
Don't
gonna
you-
name the baby Space Boo.
And you have to say it like that.
Legally required.
Company
Space
mandates that a
boots.
fixed percentage of its profits are split every quarter amongst bank accounts representing each direct relative of Elias and Gwyneth. An account is created for each blood relative at birth and first accessible when they reach 18. The actual numbers have never been fully disclosed to the public, but due to the ever-increasing success of the company, it has a significant amount of money. Clance Trust is known for being essentially impossible to get around due to many checks and balances written into it. There have been a few situations in which family members have tried to forcibly remove another member from the trust. Most details online are pretty vague since matters are handled internally. The only information you discover is from a university law school which apparently had a guest lecturer talk about the Roottrees versus RR in 1994. You often find mentions of the 5-piece guarantee.
Oh, hi, Crystal.
Crystal needs to go to bed at a reasonable time.
Mm-hmm.
Dang.
That's just silly.
Yeah.
Hello, Gears.
Find very few details about this particular incident with regards to the Clance Trust. A student that attended the lecture about it wrote the following on Legal Oddity's website. From what we can tell, RR attempted to unsuccessfully remove a fellow family member from the trust. It was said that RR attempted 2 arguments. First, the person in question was born out of wedlock. Second, they committed a significant crime against a fellow family member. Still, due to the ironclad wording of the Clance Trust, it was impossible to remove any direct descendant of Elias Rootree without completely dissolving the trust. There is no additional information online. With that. RR, that could be Ron or Robbie.
Mm-hmm. Sounds like something that a failed media mogul would do, is try to sue his own family.
5-piece guarantee in combination with Clancy Trust was Elias Roottree's attempt to ensure that Rootree Candy Company would remain a family business for eternity. In isolation, it is somewhat baffling. The yearly salary of Roottree's president is always locked to the price of a single pack of 5 pieces. When the 5-piece guarantee went into effect, this was 25 cents a year. Now it's closer to $4. Combined with the Clancy Trust, however, it makes a bit more sense. Elias wanted to ensure that only his direct relatives could afford to be president, and he knew that because their passive income was tied to the profits of the company, they would have a vested interest in keeping the company as profitable and successful as possible. Whether or not this was a smart or successful decision was widely debated both online and in person by economics enthusiasts of all levels of expertise.
Hmm.
Okay, the details about the trust are starting to paint a picture here.
Yeah, now we're starting to understand why there is supposedly a big fat prize for figuring this out. And it's all in that trust.
What ages were they when the Roottrees died?
It's currently 1998.
I'm pretty sure it said somewhere. Rafferty LaRue's.
That was the disco musician's family.
His name is Roottree.
I thought her name was LaRue.
It is. Where's that list of people? We also have Jane and Kim LaRue.
Hmm.
Oh, 'Red Rootree, red hearing.
That was silly. '18, he unburdened himself from the Roottree name and took his father's testimony to a whole new level. What does that mean? Does he just not use his surname? I guess he just goes by Miracle Jr.
Hmm.
I think the idea is that Miracle wasn't honest to God preacher, but Miracle Jr. is like, I have the miracle healing powers.
Miracle the Third and his wife Nicole.
Okay.
Okay, Miracle. Nicole Madsen and Nicole Smith. I know I have a bunch of information, it just takes so long to sort through it.
A lot of trees are sacrificed to figure out this information.
I liked, heck, Golden Idol and Oberdin did similar things, but they kind of sequestered some of the problems a lot better. Oberdin less so, but still, you had, like, particular chains of memories in that game, and you kind of were, like, trying to solve that one chain. This one is giving you a lot of information all at once, and a whole bunch of different threads to
Well,
pull
that
on.
makes it a lot more like an actual investigation.
I know, but I don't want to do an actual investigation. I want to play an investigation video game.
But you're playing an investigation video
Widely
game.
circulated photo of Winroot Tree. One of his mother's charity sets.
Rice says the video game that gives you little bits to investigate and then calls you a good boy. God, yes. My ADD-addled brain needs that feedback.
I'm pretty
Progressive
sure
bit.
there is something like that.
Naughty's a dirty.
There's like that dog meme, no investigation, only game. Look, I'm just saying, puzzle games are Rick's thing.
Rick, would you say that puzzle games are your thing, or what is your most gamey type of game?
I mean, puzzle games are kind of that.
Okay.
Problem is, I associate this lateral and deductive thinking too much with work for me, so it's hard for me to find relaxation in it.
Do you like Sudokus?
Sudokus are okay. Artemis, yes, Ghost Trick Phantom Detective was very fun when we streamed it a while ago.
Mhm.
And so taken during one of Penelope Tessa Green's fundraisers.
I'd like another game like that.
1997. Okay. Yeah, I remember. She has 2 kids. Uh, I don't remember if... was the... Yeah, went to stay with her and Aunt Margot. Okay, so... That's all the 5-piece kids named. The other male in the picture is Elias Jr. Mr. Morden, who was there with Aunt Gwendolyn. So that was Gwendolyn's husband in the back, I think. No, I'm not allowed to actually give him a photograph, so that might not be him.
Nope.
In all of his years on this earth, he has never been photographed.
Hmm.
Okay. Trying to figure out the next rabbit hole I should be going down.
Hmm.
How did Eli stand all the way into the left? Since to me it looked a lot like Pop did in the old one. I was outvoted by my brothers. Okay, yeah, one of her brothers' name was Eli as well. This one is Zach. Granddad was furious none of his sons would take over as president, but that's what he gets for holding on to it so long. Architects, preachers, and lawyers. Nobody's got time for candy. Not even sure Clancy would have wanted it, but he's the one who was volunteered. Instead, it ended up going to Zach. Even though his surname didn't match the candy, he's the firstborn son of the firstborn five-piece. Okay, so... Zach Morden. Second president of the candy company. Pop argued should stay with our branch of the family, so yeah, Lauren's branch of the family, since Clancy is another one of her brothers. I feel like I should be sorting these more.
No, Ray's not trying to talk. He's just got a really strong microphone that's picking up his keyboard noises. He's making popcorn. Yes, GC's over there making biscuits. Ray's over here making popcorn. I'm making... I don't know, what do birds make? Pellets, sure.
Never forget the time where GC crunched on rice cakes. Yeah. Ah.
Jonas is making chicken wings. Eggs? Eggs is a good answer.
Infinite supply.
Yeah, I should probably get some kind of silent keyboard.
Silent keyboard, or you could try a compressor, even a digital one. Tyler says, I don't think you're allowed to make eggs on Twitch. Yes, you are. There's a whole cooking category.
He would have probably named his first son Clancy Jr. Okay. Time to go through the book again.
Making eggs and cooking eggs are very different things. I don't understand.
Lost of her husband Jacob. Wait. And her son was Clark. Mother's family is called the Cossels, but she hardly ever mentions them. Cossel. Sarah Cossel. Lauren never remarried and only had one child. Okay. Needing to determine the successor. Sam from Lauren Roottrees Diary, 1963. He learned that Elias Roottree had given in to his wife and announced that Sam, an obscure relative, was to be included in family gatherings. Granny had sisters and Granddad had a brother or two, but I was told trim their branches from the family tree. So why is Sam special? Junior's wedding to Patsy last year. Two Patricias. The music is getting louder again.
That means you're on the right track.
I swear.
We have to hear it, Rick.
I'll have to like put on my own royalty-free tunes.
Royalty-free tunes to detect that.
On hearing that, Zach checked the records and managed to confirm all three are on the books. When I asked who Sam was, Pop shushed me and said it was complicated. Okay, which one is complicated? That was in 63. It would have been around this generation, so maybe one of Gwen's sons. Danielle is much older. Danielle Franks. Bob forced Clancy to send him to the academy, so Carl's father is Clancy. Yes, Clancy Jr.
Yeah, that checks to what you thought earlier.
Because Edward is set to take over his department once he retires. Any other family, they'd all end up on the streets, even Clark. Yeah. I mean, given what we know about the trust now, is all of them are basically shoveled money by the trust. And Eli stand all the way on left since he looked a lot like Pop did in this one. That would be him. And again, entry from Entitled Dynasty. Yeah, pretty sure I went through that one. About Sam.
Hmm.
Okay. Oh, Clark signed this one, so he's in this picture.
I know, thank you so.
There's a ton of people in this picture.
Yeah. I'm trying to remember what's this picture again?
Eli. Okay, that's Miracle Jr.'s brother then.
I can see the resemblance.
Now, most of these, at least some of these, you can tell who's who based on their features. Yeah. So here's the thing I don't get. The Trust obviously knows everybody in the Roottrees family. So why am I doing this work?
Because that person isn't actually part of the.
It's an outside source.
Okay.
I wonder if you can make the character come to that conclusion too. Doubt it. Hello, Ash.
Hello.
Hi,
Hi,
Ash. You have a good nap?
How's it going? I did.
Good.
Yay!
I am being very quiet while I'm rereading a whole bunch of information, trying to filter it.
That's understandable. There's a lot of shit in this from what I've seen.
And you're 66% of the way done on this chapter here.
Oh boy.
Carl's cousin Jim Roottries, notable senior, had a young daughter around the same age as Rihanna. Yeah, that's James Roottries.
Hello, Silver Spotlight. Hello, Dracon. Hello, Boxer. Hello, Artemis the Fox Dragon. Hello, Astolfo. How are you, kitten? How is everyone doing in the chat tonight?
You can steal that catchphrase. It's copyrighted by Jonas. No. Jonas says he's going to be sending out letters.
Hasn't made a public appearance since 1996. Oh.
And I'll finish chat. I am watching chat and trying to figure out the mystery myself too. But I'm focused on so much at the same time. I like a good mystery.
Yeah, that's fair.
Thanks for the bet. Is this game free on itch? I don't know.
Let's find out. Yeah, the web version is free on itch.
I was gonna say the web version is probably free.
Does not relate to the
One more playing.
I mean, it is, you know, effectively.
Well,
He
the same
signed
game,
it
but
Eli M. Okay.
The new this version has some features that the web version doesn't.
Steam achievements.
Basically.
Gotta get that 100%.
How else will anyone know that you've completed it?
I think I mentioned this one day, but I'm still jealous. My brother got all the achievements of Resident Evil 4 to remake. I'm the Resident Evil guy, but here I am, wasting my time playing all these other games that are so cool and hip hop and rock and all that. I'm gonna do that at the end of this year. Get my Resident Evil title back.
You can't even find a picture of the cover. It doesn't appear to have been very successful, and reviews seem middling even from fans.
I did that, at least. Silver Spotlight. I 100% at Final Fantasy 1. Funny enough, I tried to 100% all the Final Fantasy, but the problem was, on Final Fantasy 2, I missed the chests in a specific cutscene. I'm like, I have to start over.
Cherry tree is a pretty general search term. Perhaps unsurprisingly, you find a lot of results for foliage.
Nobody
That is
ever
amazing.
100% Final Fantasy 2.
It wasn't professionally reviewed, though diehard fans of Jim Diamond Online say it was a return to form. CD was apparently so hard to find in stores that some fans have resorted to selling cassette bootlegs of it.
According to Square Enix.
There's a music commerce website that claims to sell the album, but it's sold out at the moment. You do find a short sample of one of the songs called Sun. You add it to your evidence.
Trying to think of it. That is something I should probably do soon.
My heart always be the son of. Okay. Doesn't seem to actually.
Man, that sounds like the kind of music my family listens to all the time.
I'd never be alone.
Ooh, that's loud.
In my heart,
I have to turn it up on my end.
the sun of
I'm impressed that they actually included an audio clip of that. Yes, Alpha. I played Final Fantasy XII. I was actually quite fond of the Gambit system that they made for that.
I pretty much stopped playing.
I liked the Gambit system, but it became kind of tricky when you were trying to have it set up for both elemental and multi-target things. Because you could only have
Singing
one
about his
condition.
mother.
I've not played 12, but Astolfo told me all about the Gambit system a couple days ago.
Yeah, I imagine he might have. It actually got pretty in depth. Like, if you're creative with it, you can set it up to basically play the game itself through almost any encounter you could come across.
That makes sense.
Pretty much stopped playing Final Fantasy after 10. But I do plan on getting back to it someday.
That was pretty good.
I wanted to 100% 10, honestly, and I really liked the Blitzball system.
Oh, Blitzball was probably, no, not even probably, was easily my favorite Final Fantasy minigame.
I didn't really honestly like what they did with it in X2, but the original was fantastic.
Gwen and the boys.
Because who doesn't like an RPG sports game? I want my goaltender to be like block every shot at max stats.
Ronald Root Tree. The director and actor. Pretty sure it was director. Yeah.
Oh yeah, the Final Fantasy V's job system was amazing, but you know, job system that blew my mind. Final Fantasy Tactics. I think honestly that's the best job system.
Okay, periodicals.
Actually, now that I think about it, they did actually take quite a bit off of Final Fantasy V and moved over to Tactics, didn't they?
Multi-Tessa Green.
Oh, see. Yeah, the tactics version of the job system was probably at least partially inspired by Final Fantasy V. It is considerably more in-depth, though.
Article about Ron Roottrees from 1984 entitled "Don't Blame Nepotism, He Gets Results." Ron was born in the U.S. but grew up in Paris with his once famous mother and his brother Robbie. Followed up American cinema. He was old enough to return to Hollywood to attend film school. A small rumors article from 1992 that claims that self-taught television screenwriter Robbie Roottrees, okay, he's a screenwriter. Nice.
You did it. I get a kick out of
You're listening to It's time for your headlines. One
What?
hour, every hour on the 45. It's a bizarre development to an already tragic tale. In the wake of the accident that took his life, some of Carl Roottrees' belongings have apparently gone missing. Most notably, a framed photo of the Roottrees from the mid-1970s that Carl had on his office wall. We interviewed a local psychologist about who would do such a thing.
Yeah.
For that article, search online for WRTD News. Again, that's...
I'm sure that's not important at all.
Convenient.
It's
At all.
fine.
time to bring up some more stuff with the conspiracy theory wall.
Search online for WRTD to find out more. WRTD News is your local investigative jazz radio station. During their news segments at 45 minutes on the hour, they have been talking about the plane crash. This most recent hour, they also talked about a picture taken from Carl's office after the plane crash and promised an interview online with a psychologist. During the interview, it was revealed there wasn't a break-in. Instead, someone with a key to the office took the picture after discovering the pipes burst due to a recent storm. This means it was likely someone close to the family who was aware of the photo's history and wanted to save it. The psychologist, however, also goes on to posit the culprit had an alternate agenda, specifically because nobody in the family has come forward to say they have it in their possession. Comment below the article says, "Don't believe their lies. This is just another instance of the Roottrees curse being a real, true thing. I bet you Carl was murdered and the picture had evidence on it." I want to know about the Roottrees curse.
That sounds very important.
There's a long, rambling conspiracy website with very small, very red text on a black background that says that the Roottrees are cursed. It has been very recently updated with the with the following. Important update with Carl and Brenda and their girls. That makes 5 new deaths. Not only that, but 3 of the 5 presidents of the Roottrees Company have died mysteriously. They say Guy's car was hit by a drunk driver in 1982, but nobody was arrested. Then Ernie Madsen Jr. stepped down. Was he poisoned? Now just this week, Carl died in a plane crash. This cannot be a coincidence. There's another entry that claims if you connect the dots in the pattern of the 5 pieces wrapper, it creates a Mayan ruby skull, a secret message meant to subliminally scare people away. The post before that has a link to a site that talks about how Earth has 4-corner simultaneous 4-day time cubes. The author of this site seems to agree. An entry from a few months ago claims that the owner of the site received an email from Chris Raff75 at prodigy.us asking him to take down his site with faked proof that Ernie Madsen Jr. actually had a heart condition and wasn't poisoned. The owner claims that although the proof looks quite credible, he knows that the proof was fake because he's an expert at creating fake evidence. First entry is from 1996. He has a blurry picture of the Roottrees Candy Company factory, seemingly taken by the website's author from behind a fence and through some trees. It seems that Operation RT-29 is real. I witnessed a helicopter land on February 29, 1996. The website footer says, all images and ideas by Thomas Overwood.
Oh my. Conspiracy theory whole time.
Thomas Overwood seems to have a few different sites about mysterious deaths and curses. In addition to the Roottrees Curse website, you also find one about the truth behind Spirit Cola, which claims that Spirit really stands for Satan's Plague is returning in 2000, and that the year 2000, anyone who has drunk Spirit Cola will die. Another website is Stock Markets and the Devil's Numbers, which claims that if you multiply any stock's price by 666, and then also multiply the current year by that same stock price, and then add those two numbers together, and divide the entire total by the stock price, and finally subtract the current year, you'll always end up with 666.
Yeah, that's how math works.
My God.
Wild.
That's hilarious.
Can't believe they've stumbled on such a huge conspiracy.
You find more conspiracy websites. Some people out there claim that the Roottrees are changing the candy recipe to include more and more chemicals, and that this was done in cooperation with bad actors from an unknown government. They claim that due to a loophole in the calendar, it is possible to get away with nearly any crime on a leap day so long as it isn't discovered until after the day is over, and that every 4 years on a leap year, the Roottrees Company hosts meetings with foreign agents to conspire to poison our children. Their proof is that Roottrees candies contain polyglycerol polyethylfoamate, an ingredient of the candy that wasn't there when it was first released. They claim it was added in an attempt to addict people and eventually induce mind control. The website claims to sell pills that counteract this effect for children that have already eaten Roottrees candy in the past.
Feed it to the babies.
It seems to be an emulsifier in chocolates approved by the FDA and widely used across many products.
Or as a topping on soured cream.
Oh gosh. This game does have some weird details.
Yes. This is funny and probably not at all relevant.
You would say it's a red
Oh, of
herring
course not.
or a distraction? Of course, there's probably going to be some clue in here.
I mean, this does tell us directly 2 of the presidents of the Roottrees Company. Although, I already got several of them.
I didn't mention it. Someone else started it. Cannot be blamed for continuing a conversation.
Yes, you can.
ChrisRaff75 at prodigy.us. Can I search for that? Find a simple page called The Art of Rafferty, copyright 1997, on Prodigy that lists the author's email address. Below a bunch of GIFs that say under construction, there are a few art pieces. The first is a painting captioned "Me and my fiancée, Lulu." A painting I did for my first year of college. I plan to give her when we get married in May. Go Tartans. There's an odd collage called Cousins, which seems to be made up of 3 scrambled images. The accompanying artist statement says, "We had to create a piece of art about our family. I asked as many of my extended family of cousins for their pictures as I could, even some I've never met. Only a few of them got back to me, and my teacher said I wasn't allowed to use pictures of Rihanna, Riley, or Rose, so I had to get creative and use only my third cousins. This includes Davy, he swims for Yukon, Bethany's yearbook picture, she's Davy's younger sister, and Stephanie, who is an only child." Oh, that's a bunch of information. Let's see.
Oh my.
Chris's artwork has been added to your evidence, but Cousin's photo will need to be unscrambled before you can use them. You've downloaded a new application, PixPop, to edit the photos. Oh boy.
Oh jeez.
You're good. You're good. You're good.
Yeah.
This is silly.
Slightly.
At least
What do you
it's not a
mean?
rotate slidey one.
Yeah. At least it's different.
Very quick.
Goodness. This is ridiculous.
Didn't you know these kind of games were elite back then, folks? No. To go to
Dichotomy.
Dichotomy. Oop. One of these incorrect? That's that one.
Of course it is. One where it's identical on either side anyway.
Slide the
Oh,
photo
boy.
back into shape.
It's a sliding block puzzle.
You can only move.
Oh god.
This is gonna be tedious.
Why would
Oh.
you?
I mean,
Why?
Oh, how am I
okay,
supposed
so
to
if you
that
get like
out?
one
I push
edge
it that way,
good,
push
you
it
can-
down.
like
Okay, that's his shoulder.
oh, it cycles all the way around too.
That's how these usually.
Okay, so yeah, this doesn't seem so bad.
Okay. Good night, kitten. Sleep well, hon.
That is Dolpho.
No, it's not awful. As far as sliding block puzzles go. Particularly because you've got enough room to move with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, Rubber Duck. I almost have it. Okay. Piece of art was found at portfolio college student Chris Rafferty. It's referred to as a self-portrait of me and my fiancée, Lulu. Fiancée.
Beyonce.
Pictures were scrambled as part of Rafferty's cousins. So, it was...
Lulu.
Lulu.
But there is no Lulu. Or was there?
Her name
Or
is
did I?
Lisa.
It might be.
I can just put that down.
It's true.
Using only his third cousins. So... it could be anybody on this.
Let's see. It wouldn't be people from the same branch, because those are his first
Yeah, it would be-
cousins.
Third cousins would be anybody else except this branch right here. It's like even if we go down to
Right.
the bottom here, we know that one of them's an only child, but we have an only child here, an only child here. We have two siblings, but we don't know if they're three siblings. So that's just something that's going to have to come back around much later.
Yeah.
This is capitalized, so I'm going to search for it. Find a few conspiracy
Seems
websites
important.
that claim the Mayan ruby skull is a symbol of death. The alleged proof is a blurry photo of a reddish shape that is supposedly a cave painting from South America. According to legend, discovered beneath the painting were bones from hundreds of different people and animals. One site also mentions that the photographer who took the picture died when their boat capsized after crashing into a skull-shaped rock. Amongst the spinning skull gifs, you find no source or verifiable details to back up any photos or claims. To you, the blurry photo looks more like an egg than a skull.
Very important.
Hmm.
Don't know.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Mm.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Sorry, I'm just making that noise.
Hmm.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Mm.
Hmm. Hmm. Mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm.
What kind of monster includes chocolate with fruit-flavored candy?
I don't know. Raspberry would go good with chocolate.
I was just say, if it's like a
I don't
citrusy kind of thing, maybe.
don't know if plum would. Blue raspberry definitely probably would not.
Yeah, cherry, strawberry, orange.
Possibly
Apple,
mint watermelon.
certainly not. The plum, I sincerely doubt. Strawberry, that artificial candy strawberry definitely doesn't go well with chocolate. And
No, it doesn't.
Yeah.
Well, wait,
Yeah.
you've never doubled on Pocky with both the chocolate and the strawberry?
Hockey
Now-
barely tastes like anything.
it's true.
Yeah.
Good night, Boxer.
Now I want a dark chocolate Pocky.
You're welcome.
That's fair. Those are pretty good.
What they need to do is they need to
And
get
those
Pocky and
photos in
Kit
the
Kat to
background.
do a crossover so that we can get like weird Japanese flavors, but on the Pocky. Like Mochi Paki.
There's
E.
11.
Mochi Pocky?
11. What?
11
hints, clues.
Or Saki Paki.
Is that what that number is? How many hints you can potentially find?
Let's see. We know she is pregnant.
Pregante.
When was that? Baby due around Christmas. The baby wouldn't have been born yet. Credited to Peter Jankowitz. Seemed to be a music critic. You find a mention on a fan website about a band unrelated to the Roottrees. He used to work for Modern Music Monthly before the magazine went under. I could play the music sample.
We're rolling, rolling, rolling on down to the sea.
Down.
Grooving in my seat.
Good night, Muzu.
Never heard anything better in disco.
The world might be burning, but I'm feeling right.
Where's the Rick dance redeem?
Can't afford gas, so we skate in the streets.
It's just conspicuous squash and stretch.
This has an unusual amount of production quality.
A little bit.
Okay, that's enough. Oh, it's gonna keep going.
No.
No, apparently it's not.
Okay. Sweet History of Candy Volume 2 by Charles Lee. Did I search for this already? Yes, I did. Clap, 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 clap.
Yay, golf clap.
10 out of 10.
Okay. That's volume 2. What about volume 1?
Good question.
Book about all things candy throughout history. It starts with historical accounts dating back to the ancient Egyptians and chronicles candy through the year 1924. Includes some print advertisements from companies you've heard of, including an extremely early newspaper ad for 5 pieces that Charles Lee included due to a major misprint added to evidence.
Yes.
Are there more volumes? Nope.
Just the 2.
It's a miracle.
The author included because of spelling error on the word available near the bottom. Grape, elderberry, egg cream, cinnamon extract, and melon.
Yee, Keem.
That is different from the other one.
Yes.
ECE.
They replaced egg cream with Miracle Berry. Available from fine stockers throughout Pennsylvania.
Is there a secret 6th sibling?
There might be.
E.G. got taken out, and then Miracle was born. They're like, oh, we can still keep doing Roottrees 5.
Valuable.
It's 1924. This one's 1928.
It.
Introducing M for Miracleberry.
Yeah, so
But he
presumably
already
the
had
first one.
5. There
Yes.
were already 5 before Miracle was born.
Yep. That definitely seems to be the case.
Because the way that they list it here, like the original one had one for the first letter of each child's name. That was Gwendolyn, Elias Jr., Fancy Edward, Margalite, and then Miracle. Yeah, Margalite, Miracle. Whoop.
But now we have an egg cream.
Yeah. Would have been the 3rd child. EC. I'm assuming that this is not actually on my list.
Does not seem to be.
EC. Elias C.
So what does a search for Elias C turn up?
I don't think that's
Nothing.
Now, I mean, it's possible he's not dead. He could have just been disowned.
It's true.
That's where Sam might have come from.
Oh, Sam is a descendant of the 6th sibling. Hence the it's complicated.
I don't know what his occupation is. Although from the clothing he's wearing, he has a name tag. Cashier. Mechanic.
Potentially.
I remember a bunch of stuff about mechanics in one of the clues.
That would fit with the blue jumpsuit. Well, what looks like it might be a jumpsuit at least.
Nancy swore he saw Sam working alongside the farmhands, EC, and John when he used to drive past the old Anderson farm. We have an EC somewhere. Eli, Miracle's youngest. There was. Sam gave him some old tools and taught him how to make bikes engine faster. None of us think that proper for a multitude of reasons, but Eli certainly seemed thrilled. Yeah, okay. What was Clancy Jr.'s occupation? Or, I should have 3 listed out, so probably have something incorrect.
Potentially. It's a big old complicated tree.
Let's see. Oh, come on. Hmm.
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 I even tried to dye my hair blonde to fit in with the two of them. Aunt Margot, also blonde. I guess that would make sense. And which picture is that? Oh. Yeah. The new warehouse that Eli Jr. designed. Eli Jr. is the architect. I still have some stuff incorrect.
Instead of.
Instead
Oh,
of-
god damn it, bot. Right in the last 5 minutes.
Including Sam. That might be Sam, then. Gesundheit.
Thank you.
Right, no, that was Miracle Jr. Okay. Wait. Wait a second.
Oh.
Oh.
Hmm.
Sam. Yeah, recognize Sam. Asked who Sam was. Already saw Sam. All three. Sam's a girl.
That would track.
That's her in the back then. Possibly. Could also be her in the front, but I do not know why she'd be in the front. I just know it was very conspicuous that they weren't using any pronouns for Sam. Let's see, those are confirmed.
And it is midnight.
Indeed.
I was hoping to get one more, but oh well.
Mayhaps tomorrow.
That was a pretty darn good mystery, though.
All right.
Slush is still playing Silent Hill 2.
Slush is playing, but I suggested
true.
that we rate into Sylvixen.
Oh, I didn't know she was streaming, actually. Oh.
Sylvixen.
Off to see Sylvixen again. Give her some Roo Croo
Yeah.
love for us.
Whatever
Yeah.
of Oz.
Have a
All
good
right.
night, everybody.
Night, night.
Good night,
Good night,
Good
everybody.
night.